Oh my God, this is awesome. I'm happy to be here. I'm gay. That's gonna be really big for this. But first, I just kind of want to do some very quick impressions that reveal a little bit about me. I'm just gonna get right into it. Here we go. Here's the very first impression. I have something to say! Us, allies, have to do better! That was me at my high school's gay straight alliance. This next one I'm gonna do, that's real. This next one I'm gonna do is insane. Yes! That was my grandma after I came out to her. Oh my God. Total fag hag. This next one I'm gonna do is really personal. Oh my God, it's been like really rough and really... That's me talking about my roommate in Zoom therapy. Sam Morrison. This next one I'm gonna do is also extremely personal. There's two sides to every story. That's my roommate during my Zoom therapy. Sam Morrison. But you know, a little bit about me. I am gay. I have an identical gay twin brother. Where's the pilot? You know, me and him, we are very close, and I think it's because we were actually the very first people that we ever came out to. You know, sophomore year of high school, he came up to me and he was like, Dylan, I don't know, I think I might be attracted to guys. And I was like, ew! Don't ever say that again! Faggot? No, But then a year later, I was like, same. So, it's our story, you know, we came out to our whole family. I came out to my mom, and when we did, she was literally so excited. And having two gay twin sons quickly became her whole personality. Like one time she opened the fridge and beans fell out, she was like, there's so much drama in my life. She's like Asian Michelle Visage all of a sudden. Except one time in 2004, we were all watching American Idol. She was like, Clay Aiken. More like gay Aiken. We were like, what? Other than that, she's an ally. It was a different time, you know? But my brother and I were close not just because we were both gay. We both wet the bed until we were 17 years old. Where's the record deal? No, it's embarrassing. We both wore this device called a pee alarm. No one knows what this is, I'll explain. It's a device that we attach to our underwear, and when we wet ourselves, it would jolt us awake sounding like a police siren. But my brother and I were such deep sleepers, sometimes both of our pee alarms would go off, and we were just asleep. So one night, our mom burst in. She was like, gays! I was just sucking your dad's cock, and both your alarms woke up your sister. Go pee, my faggots! She's so quirky, you know? She's like, I should be in Euphoria, you know? But it gets better, you know? I'm in therapy. Who here's in therapy? Oh, yes, I love to hear that. I love my therapist so much, but I feel like she still doesn't know that I am fundamentally evil. You know? She's like, it's trauma. I'm like, I'm Jafar, ha ha! You know, and like, in therapy, you're supposed to like take care of the inner child and foster the inner child, and I really want to, but sometimes my inner child is like, your mother sucks cocks in hell, faggot. I'm like, we'll circle back. We'll circle back, Gertrude. That's his name. But you know, I've been extremely vulnerable with you all tonight, and I'm gonna end on an extremely vulnerable thing. I'm gonna do a song about something that actually happened to me 3 weeks ago. It's very fresh and raw and vulnerable, but please laugh because that's my only sense of self-worth. Hit it. I just drunk messaged my bully on Facebook, asking him, why'd you do it? It was 12 years ago, but it still fucks me up to this day. Sometimes before I perform, I think, who the hell do you think you are? You're just an annoying twink, asking far too many questions in math class. Shut up. Parabola. Parabola. I have rehearsed how I'd curse out my bully, I have. If I could turn back time, because the way I responded in high school was, stop! And now I see him on Facebook. He seems to be doing relatively well. He has a girlfriend. Yay! I hope my bully chokes on 1,000 chodes. I hope he chokes on a chode and then chokes on another chode. I hope his face is disfigured from how many chodes he has to choke on. I'm sorry, Michelle Obama, I'm not rising above this time. I go lower. The reason why I'm doing comedy is because the bullying made me want to become famous. So I tried out acting, singing, dancing, tap dance, gymnastics, and magic. But the one thing that stuck was comedy. But I really don't give a shit what art form it is, just so long as I get famous to prove the bully's wrong. I don't give a shit about the craft. I hope my bully gags on 1,000 peens. Different word, peen. I hope he chokes on a chode while he sees me in the Shang-Chi sequel. I hope he sees me on Oprah. Oprah's like, were you bullied? I'm like, yes, I was. Then I face the camera and say, John, I hope you're enjoying that chode. Super Soul Sunday. As a side note, if you dislike me, you are inherently homophobic. If you don't like my set, you are not on the right side of history. If you're gay and you hate me, you're racist. If you're a queer person of color and you hate me, you're jealous. And also racist. Oh my God, he just saw my message and he's responding. This is what he said. Dylan, I'm sorry. In high school, I was insecure, and I took it out on you. I feel really bad. Anyway, I know you're doing comedy. How's that going? And I was like, good. Yes, comedy is going good. I'm actually doing Comedy Central. It's kind of nice. The reason why I wrote this song is because I wanted some good to come out of the bad. The next thing I sent was, I forgive you. Just kidding, it still fucks me up every day. Someone on Twitter called me Dollar Tree Bo Burnham and it triggered me. I still hope that you drown in a sea of foreskin. I hope that you are run over by a militia of uncut dicks. I hope the devil's like, I'm a fan of Dylan's comedy while you are burning in hell. This song is not about rising above, cause there is a wound within me that will never fully heal.